very eminent guest speaker, Professor Subhash Sharma, Director of Indus Business Academy. He is actually management thinker and author of number of books, and these books have been well demanded, and these books have been written and in a different languages also. Creation from Shunya, Management of New Age, that is Western Windows and Eastern Door, Quantum Rope, Science, Mysticism and Management. His academic contributions have been acknowledged as creative and original, with quite a few exciting non-traditional and revolutionary point of view. He is an innovative experimenter, and he has been experimenting with the innovative approaches to teaching and learning, such as the idea of poetic methodology to teach management and leadership concepts. We welcome you, Professor Sharma. Now I'd like to request Professor Sharma to kindly share your views with us.
Dear friends, first of all, a huge thank you for inviting me to have an interaction with you on this interesting theme of celebrating failures and celebrating success. The idea which I'm going to talk about, I call it as the PPF mantra. Why do I call it PPF mantra? Because as we know, PPF means a long-term investment, 15 years at least. The Public Provident Fund I'm talking. But here the PPF has a different meaning. And when we talk about the failures and success, in my opinion, they are the two sides of the same coin. And as we have seen from the previous presentations, in my opinion, failure is an indicator of the fullness, a movement in the direction of fullness to realize the full potential which is inherent in all of us. So failure is really a very strong indicator and a motivator for us to move in the direction of realizing our full potential. And therefore, we need to create a new coin. And that coin, on both sides of the coin, the S is written, success is written. Do we remember the coin from the Sholay movie? Amitabh Bachchan was quoted here. So when he tosses the coin, same thing is written. That was the success. The idea of success is to convert the failures and make the two-sided coins with the same message on both sides of the coin. So this is how I would like to look at the whole idea of failure and the success. When you look at this diagram, what thought comes to your mind? Any thought comes to your mind by looking at this? Anybody can respond. My sessions are always very interactive.
Sir, ये सूरज के
सूरज के
मतलब towards मतलब backward side पीछे.
Background is the sun. Very nice. And the swan is flying. Now flying swan is a metaphor for success. We all want to fly. We all want to fly in the sky of success. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And the background of the sun indicates that success should be success with happiness. The radiating sun is an indicator of the consciousness with which you are flying. So you are combining the success with happiness. Not just the success, but the success should also be combined with happiness, and I will elaborate on that a little later. So that's the metaphor which I'm going to use. And here are two lines from my book, New Mantras in Corporate Corridors, if you have the will and the skill, you can make it to the top of the hill. I know I'm talking to many army officers here, and they all demonstrate that the will and the skill are to be combined together. And therefore, any success is a combination of the two, and this is what I call the x-axis and the y-axis approach to success. On x-axis, you have the skill. Today, we are all talking about the skill development programs, but I think India needs very strongly the other side, the will development programs. We need to create that will to win among our youth and among every citizen of the country. So it should not be just with the army people. I think it should be there in the common masses. So that will and the skill, that's why my suggestion is to start the will development programs along with the skill development programs. So that's the, maybe DRDO can take that new initiative of launching the will development program and awakening the whole nation towards that. And when it comes to the professional success, this is a very simple framework which I call from the unknown to the word known. A journey from the unknown to the word known. So from the unknown, maybe when you joined this organization 30 years back, 40 years back, immediately after your engineering college or something, maybe you were unknown. That was the stage of unknown. Only a few of your friends knew you. But then you moved through your work to the next level. And then people started appreciating you, your work, your dedication. And then you became known within the organization. And then with additional work and additional dedication and demonstration of your performance, then you became a well-known entity. And then finally, the word known. When I see the history of our Sri APJ Kalam, from this four-step model fits in very well. Not only to him, but I'm sure many of you are already at that stage of the well-known and the word-known category as scientists, as professionals. Though I may not be knowing because I'm not from this field, but I'm sure in your field, people know your significant contributions. So that's the path towards that. But in that path, there may be, as was mentioned, a couple of setbacks here and there. And once you are able to overcome those setbacks, then like the Agni 5 missile, you are out there in the sky. So that's this very, very simple model. And this is what I call from the shunya to the sky. You start from the shunya, all of us start from the shunya, the zero stage, and then reach the sky through our dedication and courage and those kinds of factors. Those are the leadership factors. So this is a very simple leadership model, that how do we really start from the shunya and reach the sky level. To do this, I have a simple formula which I call the deltax model of success. I know I'm talking to engineers and people with science background, so it will be very easy to understand this model. The difference between an ordinary person and an extraordinary person is the word extra. The word extra in mathematics, as we know, is nothing but deltax. So x, and then you are extraordinary because you are x plus deltax. Something more than the ordinary. And so therefore, if you put in your delta x every day into whatever task you are doing, then what happens that in 365 days you have accumulated 365 delta x. And that is what makes the difference between the two people. Somebody who is ordinary will remain at that level because the person is not putting the delta X every day. And somebody who is inspired, wants to make a contribution, whether to the society or to the organization or to the profession, will always put in that delta X. And you can observe this around you. 365 delta X. And then over n number of years, you are consistently putting that kind of an effort. Then it becomes sigma 1 to n 365 delta X. And then people start wondering what kind of food this gentleman is eating, what kind of things this person is doing, that he has reached that level of competence, that level of height, that level of achievement. That is the question which we keep on asking. And somebody is interviewing you on the TV, and we have some representatives from the TV here, trying to find out what is that which made the difference. So this is a simple model which I call the deltax model, which makes you a superman or a superwoman or what I call the super human being. So the ordinary man, ordinary woman, ordinary human being, to be gender neutral, to extraordinary human being, to superman, superwoman, or the superhuman being. That's the kind of a journey. And these super people are all here. They are all there in the world. Some of those photographs which you have put, they represent the super people. And these people, if you study deeply, have intuitively, probably no professor has given them this deltax formula, but they have intuitively used this deltax formula. I'm only trying to conceptualize, having background in physics and sciences, so I try to put my ideas in terms of the scientific domain. So that's the deltax model. And then how this deltax model really operates. It operates in terms of the three models, submodels. One is the additive impact. So you have the delta x plus delta x plus delta x. So that is the additive model. Now if you rotate this plus, the moment plus is rotated, it becomes a multiplier impact. A very simple idea. Normally we don't rotate because we write plus like this and multiplication like that. But multiplication is essentially a rotation. So what I'm saying is, when you rotate your delta x, then it becomes a multiplier impact. And that multiplier impact, with some little more rotation, will create a spiral, because now you have crossed the threshold. And then zoom like the Agni 5, you go into the sky of success. So if you see the carrier of those people who have really made contributions and achieved, or APJ Kalam, or even our Prime Minister, you can see the spiral impact taking him to a level. But we forget that before the spiral impact, it was the delta x which really made the difference. And then the person knew, on the basis of his or her experience, how do I rotate this delta x to give that kind of intensity to the force of success? Or how do I give this delta x twist to my failures by learning from the failures, so that I am able to convert that into a spiral of success? So that's the simple idea which I thought I would like to share with you. And this becomes possible through what I call the PPF mantra. Now this mantra is also my personal experience, because afternoon I will discuss that, because I got involved in creating some institutions in the country in the field of management education, which today are quite well known. starting from the Institute of Rural Management in Anand. I worked with Dr. V. Kurian, so that was my initial training, which gave me this kind of an exposure. And I found, and of course, this is also the experience of all the great achievers. If somebody makes a scientific and analytical study, then these three factors will come out very clearly. First is the positive mindset. So you need to cultivate that positive mindset. Optimism. So even if you have failed, but because of your positive mindset, you will be able to convert that failure into the success. So that is the first requirement. And that positive mindset is really a function of what we call your TA. Your TA, T for thought, A for action. So your TA is positive or your TA is negative. In our life, we come across people who are always pessimistic because they have their TA negative, thought, action negative. They will always think in negative terms. They will only see the darkness below the lamp. They will never see the light. They will always point out to the darkness below the lamp. Even though light is there, but they refuse to see that light. In fact, that is the problem which the whole world is facing today. Half of the people in the world only see the darkness within the world. They do not see the light out there. So as a result, you have all these problems which we see day to day in the newspapers. That is, those problems are created by people who only see the darkness below the lamp. They refuse to see the light from the lamp. So that is the TA negative. And that is also a reality in the society. So what is to be done? What kind of solution is there? That is not the discussion today. This idea is very important. So optimism is the key. Second is patience. Patience. Again, the previous discussion indicated that how much patience was there. After 1 year, you were successful. It was only because of the result of that patience. And particularly in the situations of failure, you need to show that patience. And the last one is faith. Faith in self. Yes, I can overcome my failure. I can do something. I can do something different. And not only faith in self, but faith in others. Satish Dhawan name was mentioned. So he had faith in this team. And because of that faith in the team, he said, yes, after 1 year we will get the success. And the third is the faith in goodness. Godness and goodness. Godness here simply means some higher consciousness. So if you have faith in some higher consciousness, then that faith will give you that energy to overcome the crisis, to overcome the failures. And faith in goodness, the goodness of human nature, that is connected with the faith in self as well as faith in others. So when you combine these three factors together, then that becomes the mantra of the success. And this is also, I call, higher consciousness, we also call it as hope. Higher order purpose of existence. What is my higher order purpose of existence? All of you have probably joined this organization because there was somewhere in your mind this idea was working that I must contribute. So I had some higher order purpose of existence. People coming to army will always have that higher order purpose of existence to serve the nation, protect the people and that. So we need to create this new hope among everybody. Today the problem in India is that we have lost that hope. The youth has lost the hope. Higher order purpose of existence. They don't have, nobody is there to guide them. In fact, in my college, I do this exercise with students, and they come out with such fantastic ideas. They said, sir, nobody told us to articulate our own higher order purpose of existence. So, faith means these simple ideas. Faith in self, faith in others, and faith in the organization, identify that, and then you create positive energy based on that. So, how this formula works is that PPF leads to synergy. And then synergy will automatically push the spiral up. It will lead to success. So this is how, in a very logical manner, these things are connected. Of course, I have already mentioned about APJ Kalam as an illustration. Other illustrations, Gandhi, for example, same model fits into it, and many other from the corporate sector also we can see. I come back to this diagram again, because though today that time is not there to do the exercise, but I'm just giving you the idea. This is the concept which I call the Swan analysis, S-W-A-N, Swan analysis. Now what is the meaning of that Swan analysis, which is from my book? Swan stands for 4 ideas. S for strengths, W for weaknesses, A for achievements. Focus on your achievements. Unfortunately, the problem with the SWOT analysis, which I'm sure everybody knows these days, even high school children also know SWOT analysis. The problem there is that focus on achievement is not there. So here you have to focus on achievement, and then the next step. What is that we are going to do next? Every time I release my book, people say, sir, when is your next book coming? Braj is always asking me that question. When is the next book coming? So, when is the next? If we start focusing on that when is the next, then you will find that this question itself generates tremendous amount of energy within ourselves and also within the organization. So that's the very simple kind of a model which I use to analyze our future steps. So column 1 will be all your strengths, column 2 is all your weaknesses, column 3 is achievements, and column 4 is next step. Now what you can do is, you can replace this model by SFAN, because this is applicable for us in terms of the strengths and weaknesses. So S is the success, and F are the failures. So let us make a list of failures. Unfortunately, we never make a list of failures. So let us list down those failures, and then learn from them, and also list our achievements, and then learning from both the success and the failures, then what is our next step? In fact, learning from success, failures, and also the existing achievements, and what is our next step. So that is the simple model. In a training kind of a session, we will do this exercise, and then some participants will come and discuss that. This will be generating a lot of interesting ideas, and new creative solutions will come, because when we discuss, brainstorm that, okay, what is the next, some new solutions come. And finally, since this is only a very brief introduction to the idea of success and failure, and then Braj will be taking it in more greater detail, and then afternoon I will be sharing that how some of these ideas have been implemented and some beautiful institutions have been created in the country. So, lastly, is that success and failure both, if we have to learn from them, then I have a song of success which I call the step by step. In this song of success, there are 4 simple metaphors. First one is climbing the mountain. So when we have to climb the mountain, we go step by step. I'm not talking of the helicopter landing on the mountain. That is also possible. But I'm talking of the human effort. So, you climb the mountain step by step. Second metaphor is the metaphor of going to the moon, or for that matter, going to the Mars, because we have already gone to the Mars. India has already gone to the Mars. So going to the moon here is a metaphor for exploring the ideas which not many people have explored before. If you remember the Star Trek, there is a famous line, going to the places, going to the spaces where nobody has gone before. That was the catchphrase. So similarly, exploring the opportunities which either nobody has explored before, or even if somebody has explored before, not many people, but you also explore with the hope of finding something new. And that's what happened to the ISRO mission. Though Neil Armstrong and all these people had gone, NASA had gone to the moon, but who discovered the water on the moon, ocean on the moon? The water credit, I think still it is given to India only, isn't it?
Yes.
I do not know, sometimes people snatch away the credits also for some other reasons. But as far as documentation is concerned, we are given that credit. So that's the idea, going to the moon, exploring opportunities which not many people have explored before. And the third metaphor is taking a quantum jump, like kangaroo. So a leader is the one who learns from his earlier experiences and then reaches a threshold level, and then the person is able to take a quantum jump. And then all of us starts wondering, looking back, that how come, so-and-so has made such a huge difference? Why are we not able to make that difference? So that's the idea of the quantum jump. And then, as I said earlier, always think of the next. So therefore, continue your journey. Do not stop. Think of the next success. Think of the next target. Think of the next achievement. Chareveti, chareveti. Long time back. Continue your journey. Buddha said that. Continue your journey. Do not stop. Do not stop. So that's the song of success. Are you willing to sing with me? Oh, wonderful. And the song which I'm going to sing with you, at least you can pass it on to your children, because they are the future of the nation and the world. Because you have probably already gone through this journey, but there are others who have yet to go through the journey. Or as part of your induction program, when the new trainees come or new joinees come, maybe this song can be given to them. You can, in fact, very easily download it from the YouTube. Just go to YouTube and put my name, Dr. Subhash Sharma, and then you will get this song and 1 or 2 other songs. But today I'm going to give you this song. So if you are ready to sing with me, this is from my book, Arrows of Time. Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We climb the mountain step by step.
We climb the mountain step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We go to the moon and take a new step. Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We take a quantum jump and take a new step. Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We take a giant step and take a new step. Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We achieve the success and move ahead. Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We move ahead, we move ahead.
We move ahead and move ahead.
Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
We climb the mountain step by step.
We climb the mountain step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
Step by step and step by step.
Thank you very much. And I would like to take this opportunity to present copies of my books, The Western Windows, Eastern Doors, and New Mantras Incorporate, for your library, and some other books. The latest one is the New Ideas in Strategic Thinking and Management, for your library first, and then to the senior people here. So give me that opportunity. Yes, I think on behalf of our library, you can receive. And of course, for the other dignitaries. Oh, अच्छा. And finally, let me expand on the DRDO mantra. What is the DRDO mantra? And with that, I conclude. So, DRDO mantra of success is D for duty, R for responsibility. Duty and responsibility coupled with direct perception, darshan, of O for opportunities. So that's the DRDO mantra of success. To celebrate success, celebrate failure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Sharma, for enlightening us on the EPF mantra. And also give the name to a new dimension to DRDO as DRDO mantra. Thank you very much for your